Welcome everyone, welcome here to my philosophy video. Here I'm explaining to you guys a very interesting philosophy here. I'm outside in my garden here and I'm doing my philosophy, guys, on why strength is the most important. Literally, strength, having physical strength and physical endurance is actually the most important thing truly. It's the most important. Literally, skills are great, but skills are nothing without endurance. Literally, for example, guys, if you wanted to be if you are, say, a fighter, and say you're not very strong fighter, but you got fighting skills, right? Those fighting skills will be truly useless if you would get tired after 2 seconds during the battle. You see, so endurance is extremely important, and so is strength. In fact, to run faster, you need strength muscles to run faster. You see, it's not just about how skilled you are at running. No, it's also to do with the strength of the muscles with endurance. And the way you train here is to do it with endurance. I mean, the same garden basically. So right now I can show you the rabbits. He's under there. Same rabbit I showed you. Boy, come here, boy. You see him? I'm not sure if you can see him because I'm using the front camera, so I cannot tell if my camera is positioned correctly. I do hope you can see him though, but he's right there. Boy, say hi, boy. So anyways, right there. So I hope you saw him. The camera is at my front camera, so I really didn't see if you could see him. I hope you did though. I aimed it as perfectly as I can, as perfect position. So anyways, so that's what I want to say here. Strength is very important to stuff like endurance and stuff like that, and many other aspects. Literally, it's pretty much, really, literally, that's what it is. Strength is extremely important, and so is endurance. Skills are nothing without endurance. The reason why you can use skill is because you've got the endurance to actually use those skills. You've got the endurance to use those skills. In fact, if you had no endurance, you couldn't even learn the skill. And yet, if you had the skill already, if you were training, then suddenly you had no endurance. You've got the skill, right? You know how to do something, but you can't do it because you've got no endurance to do it. You see, so skill as endurance is actually very, very, very important. You see, it's actually extremely important. That's what I'm saying right here. It's actually extremely important right here. You see, so that's why that's the case. You see, that's why that's the truth. Running faster as well. It's very important to run slowly. For example, endurance training is done with what I used to call my personal exercise that I used to do back in the days. And this workout was something like this, where, say, I'll sit on the bench, for example, like this one here. See, there's the bench here. You can see, because I'm using the front camera, it might be a bit difficult. For example, here's how it is. I'm not going to do it here because there's no where to hold and this bench wobbles. But basically, how it would work is that, say, my legs are like this. Then I would raise one leg up. Normally, I'd raise both legs up, but basically because this bench is not stable enough, so I'm not going to do it because it's not stable enough. But so that's what I'm going to do. One leg. Then the example is basically, imagine I'm having both legs. Yes, definitely one leg is down, but just imagine I have both legs up. So both legs will be up and see how long I can hold for. Say if I can hold for 30 seconds max. Then do it again for 30 seconds max, then again for 30 seconds max. Then the next one, I have a few options I can do. After the 30 seconds max, I can then try doing it for 40 seconds max. Or I can try 30 seconds max with a weight with 5 kilograms on top. So after that, I can do it for 40 seconds max, or next time I can do it for 1 or 5 kilograms on top. Have weight on top and still hold it for 30 seconds. Then increase it with 5 kilograms on top. I can hold it for 40 seconds. Then, so yeah, that's that basically. So anyways, I do hope that you enjoyed this video basically. So endurance, basically strength with the body endurance, is actually the key to almost everything. Literally, this is the key. This strength and endurance is the literal philosophy key of me. It's like the philosophy key. I feel like if I had enough strength, I could achieve so much. Then, after I have the strength, I'll need to learn the skill, of course. Because if I don't have the skill, I cannot do it even with the strength. So definitely with the skill, you need strength, you see. Definitely with the skill, after the skill. You see, you need, after the strength, for example, I could have enough strength to climb But if I had a lot of strength, I could climb tree branches. Then later on, develop the skill to become a professional tree climber. You see, for example. Um, so that's my example here. Um, and I'll only be climbing trees that are safe in fields, basically. So no trees close to the road. So never climb trees that are close to the road. It isn't safe. Climb trees that are in fields, and do everything go philosophy I told you, and safely in the fields. For example, take your time slowly. Do not rush yourself. Do it slowly. Even achieving 10% or 1% is amazing. In fact, you see, it's amazing. You see, so just do it safely. Do this whole philosophy safely. You see, don't work out too hard, and do it safely. And when you see, for example, so do it safely. You see, for example, and don't climb trees that are very, 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 very high. Just climb trees, or just climb trees that are in fields, not close to the road, and do it safely. You see. So, anyways, I'll see you later in another philosophy video or gameplay video.